Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Adaoma. Onwukaeme. It's good to have you here. If this is your first time seeing me, you're welcome. Don't forget to like this video and consider subscribing to my YouTube channel and turn on the notification bell. So when next I have a video, you will be the first to know. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for your love. So today, this is a continuation of the last week video. We started talking about labels, right? And so today, I want to talk about what labels do to us. Now, let me sound this loud and clear. Labels are everywhere. We use them everywhere. We are guilty. I am guilty of labeling people. Oh, the popular girl, the fat girl, the beautiful girl, the clumsy boy, the crazy girl, the talkative. You know, we are all guilty of labeling people. What do labels do to us? They'll stifle. They stifle you. I mentioned in the video last week. If you have not watched it, please do well to watch it so that you get an understanding of where I'm headed to with this video. Everyone is so complex and unique that we can't put a label to them and say this is who they are. They're dynamic. Human beings are ever evolving. So you can't just put a name to a person and say this is who this person is. Some people have labeled you to be talkative, to be loud, and you find that you are always that person whenever you are with them. So let's say you've been labeled a talkative, you know, and so they expect that you come into the room with your mouth first. So when you decide to just sit back and just listen, you just want to hear people's voice, and then you get this question: "Are you okay? You're so quiet. It's so unlike you." I can be quiet. I can be loud. So when we put labels on people, we hinder growth. We stifle them. We are putting blinders on, and so we don't see that person beyond talkative. We don't even think to believe that someone could decide to just sit back and just want to listen to others. So this is what labels do to us. And the thing is that they are like chains that you cannot break free from. Now, even if you don't like the label that you're tagged with, you find yourself not wanting to break free because this is who you have been known to be. And so evolving to be another person feels like you're a fraud, but you're not a fraud. But it's because you've allowed this label deep in your subconscious. You feel like if you evolve, if you change, if you show your true color, if you come out real, you know, your friends or people around you will not get to understand you. So labels stifle, labels hinder growth. Created perfect. You are all of it. You are loud, you are quiet, you are bold, you are beautiful, you are everything. You're all encompassing. You are ever evolving. So my message to you is, do not let whatever label society has placed on you, whatever label you have placed on yourself, stifle you or limit your growth. You are ever evolving. Okay? Don't forget that. The thing that labels do to us is that they make us feel alone and they make us feel lost. Now imagine a child who has been labeled stubborn. Now the teacher who labeled him stubborn has forgotten that this stubborn child is loving to his classmate. He's the best in maths. He's good with other curricular activities, but she tags him. She labels him as stubborn, and the child begins to see that's who they are. See, and it blinds that teacher to the other aspect of this child, and then she treats him as stubborn, and makes him feel like an outcast. But that's not all he is. He's a sweet boy. It's just that there are circumstances or there are situations where he shows his stubbornness. And when we label people, their identity is lost in the words we use on them. So they feel alone and feel lost. The thing that label does to us is it creates a bias in our mind against others. Now, you remember the story of this woman, the woman who came to wipe the feet of Jesus with her hair and a sweet perfume. Now, instead of the onlookers, the people, the disciples, to see and say, "Oh, how sweet she loves her master. How sweet is this love for her savior," they didn't see that. Right? She's a waster. Oh, she's a prostitute. Why would Jesus be with a prostitute? They were biased. And that's what labels do to us. Instead of them to focus on the act she was doing, the act of worship, the act of love, they focus on who she was. A prostitute. What's she gonna do? What does she have to offer? You know, labels create prejudice. They create bias in our minds towards people. Now, remember the story of Jonah. Jonah was sent as a prophet to Nineveh, and you're like, no, he's not gonna go. Those people, they deserve to be punished. Now, labels we place on people now makes us judge, and then we now judge who deserves to be forgiven and who deserves not to be forgiven. But who made us judge? This is what labels do to us. They create prejudice in your heart against other people. You just see a girl, a beautiful girl, we're like, oh, she doesn't know, she's just beautiful, she has no brain. You know? You feel like everybody who's beautiful has no brain. And then when she speaks and when I'm like, oh, wow, why are you surprised? It doesn't mean that people who are beautiful don't have brains. They have brains. So labels create bias in our mind. The thing that label does is that label becomes an excuse for laziness and complacency. When we stick a label on people, we become lazy to know them beyond that label. Now, let's see this is a perfect scenario for Nigerians who are watching me. The label Yoruba, Igbo. Now, no, these are tribes, right? But I want to explain it in the form of label. When we label people Igbo, in our mind, like, oh, they like money, right? So we don't see people, when we meet someone for the first time and they introduce, oh, I'm an Igbo girl. Ah, you like money. We begin to relate with them based on that label. We do not see them that beyond the label that they are sweet, they are loving people. Is that that mindset that, oh, Igbos, they are money hungry people. So we believe that for every relationship an Igbo person wants to make with you, they are after money. It makes you lazy. You don't see beyond that. So this is another thing that label does to us. It makes us lazy to see a person beyond that label we have stamped on them. Sad thing about this is that this labels become everything you know. It becomes who you are. You know, you begin to believe that label. Oh, I'm stubborn. Because over time, you've always heard that you're stubborn. It's not going to work. So I'm a failure. It's not going to work. Because over time, you've been told that you're a failure. So, I'm just too clumsy. I'm just too clumsy. Because over time, you've been told you are clumsy, and then you begin to believe it. This is, the negative outcome. I know that here in society, we tend to categorize people, but then there are negative outcomes to this, because you begin to believe this label. You begin to, change your identity into this label, because that's not who you are. Now, all I have been saying is this. Labels exist. Labels will continue to exist. We cannot eradicate labels. We will still continue to use labels. But then, let's think. Before you use this label on people, do you also want to be labeled that way? And then, let's think. Yes, sometimes you're going to have to label people, but for you who's been labeled, I want you to understand that these labels are not who you are. They are a part of who you are. They are not all of who you are. You are all of it. I hope you get the point. I'm not negating the fact that labels are gonna exist. We will continue using them, right? But I want you to know that they do not define you. That's the whole essence of all of this. I want you to know that they do not define, and I want you to become conscious. You become intentional about how you label people. So I hope this video has blessed you, and I really hope that it has impacted your life. I hope it has blessed you. So don't forget to like this video and share with your friends, and consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Listening to me Are you now beginning to see how you've allowed labels to, to hinder your growth? How you've begun to believe some labels? I'd like to hear your thoughts in the comment section. Please leave your thoughts in the comments. I'd like to read from you. Don't forget to click on the link to pre-order a copy of the ebook when it comes out later in the month. Don't forget to do that. You will love it. You will enjoy it. Again, till I come your way next time, keep living intentional. Bye for now.